unfinished business, a modern piece of glasswork. Down on the corner that you walk each day in passing, the elderly sales clerk won't eye us with suspicion. The whole of motor corporation's giving it some permission. Stairway, a little bit of carpet, a pair of mirrors that are facing one another. Out in both directions, 1,000 little Julias, they come together in the middle of Manhattan. You waited since lunch, it all comes at once. That modern art is, I asked for modern art to keep it out the closets. People who might own it, the sins of pride and envy. And on the second floor, the Richard Serra skate park. You waited since lunch, it all comes at once. On the park wall, ask all the right questions. While all the horses racing taxis in the winter, look up at the buildings, imagine who might live there. Imagining your Wolfords in a ball upon the sink there. You waited since
You're not, Kevin. I can fly.
It all comes at once.
Oh, look, it's another baby castle.